You know that voice inside of your head telling you that you aren't enough, telling you that you're not pretty enough, telling you that you're not successful enough? Have you realized that that is your own voice? That voice is coming from you. If you want to start loving yourself, if you want to start accepting yourself the way that you are, if you want to be confident as F, it's up to you to change that voice inside of your head and to let go of the mean girl, because she's not serving you, boo. If you're sitting there saying, hold up, no, but people are really mean to me, people make fun of me, they bully me, they call me out on whatever it might be, you still have a voice inside of your head saying that maybe they're right, and that's up to you. And even the people that you think, wow, they're so beautiful, they're so successful, they're so confident and sure of themselves, they still have to deal with the fact that out there in this big, big world, there's someone more beautiful than them, there is someone that has a better job than them, someone that is prettier, whatever it is that you're thinking in your head. They go out into this world and know that they are not the prettiest. And someone that is truly confident knows that it's okay for someone to be better than you, even though better than you is just subjective in any case. And they're going out there knowing that there is someone better than them and not caring, because that is inevitable. In this world, there is always going to be someone that is prettier than you, more successful than you, because that is all subjective. What I deem as success doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same that you think is success. What I think is beautiful is not necessarily going to be what you or someone else thinks is beautiful. So at the end of the day, you're never going to please anyone. So those people that you're looking at and thinking, wow, they're so stunning, they're so beautiful, they have it all together, they have so much confidence. They're not trying to be the best. They're not trying to be better than anyone. They're just trying to be them, because that's all we can be. The only difference between you and that person is that they understand that it's okay for someone to be better than them, because everybody is different to us. They walk into a room and they don't think, I need to be the prettiest person here, and if I'm not the prettiest person, there's something wrong with me. They don't need to be the most successful person in the room. They don't need to have that perfect body. They don't think it's a competition, because they're in their own lane. When I walk into a room, I know that it is okay if not every person in that room thinks that I am that girl. If they don't think I'm the most beautiful person that they've ever seen. That's okay. You want to know why that's okay? Because I love myself. Because I believe I am that girl. Because I am enough exactly as I am. And I don't need their validation to deem me worthy, because I already am. I love myself and have found self-acceptance in the way that I am. And I understand that perfect does not exist. What is perfect for me is not necessarily perfect for you or for that other person. You can never please everybody. We're all different and we are all enough just as we are. So I am a model, and right now I'm getting ready for a day of castings, and I'm constantly faced with rejection, okay? I have 3 castings today and 1 fitting, and the most likely scenario is I'm not gonna get every single job, and that is okay. Literally, you are competing against all of these other models going for the same job. But if I listen to everyone else's opinion and let my inner mean girl take over, I would have given up on this dream of becoming a full-time model a hell of a long time ago, and I would not be where I am right now. The point that everything changed for me is when I realized that nobody has the power to deem me enough, to deem my enoughness. It doesn't matter if I don't get the job. I am still beautiful. I know that when I walk into that room and I cast for it, I understand that the brand is looking for a specific thing, and maybe I'm just not it. Maybe there's someone that fills the brief a little bit better than I do. I used to get so upset when I'd go to these castings, because I would go to these castings and I wouldn't get the job, and I would think, wow, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not skinny enough. Then when I moved in to curve modeling, suddenly it became I'm not big enough. And these are not just things that I'm thinking in my head. These are things that I'm actually being told. I used to care so much when I would go to these castings, constantly being told that you are not enough. And in all honesty, I listened to those people. Literally, you are competing against all of these other models going for the same job. But if I listen to everyone else's opinion and let my inner mean girl take over, I would have given up on this dream of becoming a full-time model a hell of a long time ago, and I would not be where I am right now. The point that everything changed for me is when I realized that nobody has the power to deem me enough, to deem my enoughness. It doesn't matter if I don't get the job. I am still beautiful. I know that when I walk into that room and I cast for it, I understand that the brand is looking for a specific thing, and maybe I'm just not it. Maybe there's someone that fills the brief a little bit better than I do. If they don't pick me, that's okay, but to be quite honest, it's their loss, okay? I know I am amazing at what I do. I know I bring a certain type of energy to that set when I am there, and I deliver. So if they don't want me to be one of their faces of the brand or to be doing the shoot with them, it's their loss. Peace out. I hope you have a great time, and on to the next one. My belief is that the reason that I didn't get it is because something bigger is going to come into my life. And like I said, the only person that has the ability to have an opinion on me and my worthiness is me. And I am my own biggest hype girl because I'm my biggest fan. I love me. She's beautiful, she's kind, she is good, and she knows her ish. So I know that I'm beautiful. I know that my body is not perfect, but she is healthy. She is serving me. She is moving. She is everything that I want and more. And I'm so, so, so grateful for that. So instead of beating my body up, beating myself up, whatever it might be that I'm judging for the day, I know that I am so lucky to be here on this earth. I'm so lucky to be in this position. Yeah, just to be living the life that I live. And I understand that we are all so unique in this world, okay? And there is no perfect. There's a reason that there are all these different models in different size, different shapes, different colors, different unique qualities about them. And this translates into the world too. We are all so unique and so beautiful in our own way. And we just really need to appreciate that and believe it. Because perfect does not exist, because it is all based on our own perception. But you have a choice. You can either keep seeking external validation and listening to that inner mean girl in your head and consistently be let down, be disappointed, and to start hating yourself essentially. Or you can change the narrative and be your own biggest fan. So as I get ready today, I'm gonna go through a few tips on how you can be your most confident, radiant self and truly start believing that you are enough, because you are. So tip number one is stop comparing yourself to everybody else and thinking that they are your competition. They aren't your competition. You are your own competition. When you get to these events, when you show up, I really want you to ask yourself, are you standing there and thinking, wow, she's so much prettier than me, wow, they're so much more successful than me? Or are you focusing your energy on yourself? Because if you are standing there and using all of your energy focusing on everyone else around that room, why are you wasting it on them instead of focusing it on yourself? In that moment, you could be focusing on showing up confidently, looking around the room, making sure that your posture is really great. You could be doing your own internal work necessary to make yourself feel amazing in that environment, but instead you're standing there and thinking about how everybody else is amazing and that you are shit. No, you're working so hard on filling your own cup, on becoming your best self. Why would you use your energy and waste your energy on thinking about other people and what they're doing? Focus on yourself. You get what you put your attention to. So if you're focusing on everybody else, you're just going to become more consumed with what they're doing and disappointed and judging yourself with what you're not doing, because that's obviously why you're looking at them. Is that going to make you happy? Or is that going to make you really bitter? Is that going to make you fall into your victim? Is that going to make you feel like shit? Yeah, it is. Why put yourself through that? No one else is doing it to you, just you. Imagine if when I get to this casting, I sit there and look at the room that is filled with beautiful women and think, wow, she's prettier than me, she's smarter than me, she's more successful than me, she books more jobs than me, she's probably going to get the job over me. What do you think is going to happen to that version of me when I walk into the room feeling small, lacking confidence, feeling like I'm not enough? What type of energy do you think I'd be bringing in when I meet the brand and that mindset? Versus if I rather spent my time there being like, wow, all of these women are so beautiful. They are going to have an amazing selection of models for today. I know that they are beautiful, but I am beautiful in my own right. I have my uniqueness. I have my freckles. I have the gap in my teeth. I have so much to offer them, and I know that I can bring something incredible to this shoot and for this brand. I love them and I'm so excited to meet them and share this excitement and this positivity with them. and just have a freaking epic day because I am enough the way that I am, what difference do you think it's going to be when I walk in that room and actually meet the brand? Yeah, one's going to be coming in small, lacking confidence, probably postures of, whereas the other is confident as fuck. She is owning who she is and she's genuinely happy for whoever gets the job. All that she wants is for the brand to get the best possible model for that specific campaign. Would love it to be me, and I know I will slay if I get it, but if I don't, I wish them the best. But I know I would deliver. We need to stop seeking validation from other people, even if it is your job, even if you are a model where you are literally being judged on your looks. Stop seeking validation from other people because the only person that you should be seeking validation from or looking at and comparing yourself to is you. Because by making sure that you are consistently leveling up against yourself and bettering yourself and becoming the woman that you know that you're destined to become, you will be happy. You will live a life filled with purpose. You will be going down a track, down a path of success for you, that works for you, made for you, by you, that is going to empower you to be your best damn self. Who wouldn't want that? And if you start looking too much at other people, your path is going to get wavy because you're going to start getting confused. Is this my goal? Is it their goal? So stay focused on you, stop comparing yourself, and you are the only person that can deem your worthiness, okay? That is up to you. So I suggest you have a conversation with that inner mean girl up here because she's got to go. Tip number 2, don't be so hard on yourself, girl, okay? I get it. You are a perfectionist. You strive for more. You want to do your best. You set these big goals. You have these intense timelines. But remember, we are all human. Sometimes we have good days, we have bad days, and that is okay. The only thing that matters is that you pick yourself up when you fail and try again. I believe that the goal is never not to fail because the only way to truly never fail is to not try. The goal is just to pick yourself back up when you do fail and keep trying. And worst case scenario, if you try, if you go all in on your dreams, on your aspirations, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? You're gonna be exactly where you are right now. So what do you have to lose? I always think about what if we have it all wrong? What if what we deem as success and reaching that new level is actually just a matter of us trying, hitting the goal, coming back down, hitting the goal, coming back down, hitting the goal, making a tiny little crack in that next level self, coming back down, trying again, and then finally breaking through to that next level version of you and reaching that goal. And that is truly what success is. That truly is what the journey is about. That by trying, hitting that next level self, maybe even just for a minute, maybe you reach a goal and then it drops, or you try and you completely miss and fail. There are no real failures, but you know, we'll carry on. That's another video that I actually spoke about. But what if that is actually the point? What if the point is to fail? What if the goal and the only way to succeed is to fail? If you knew that you had to fail 100 times before you reached your dream life, before you reached a major goal in your life, and everything that you wanted came true, would you care about failing that 100 times? No, you wouldn't. If you had a goal of making $1 million, for example, would you care that you haven't made it after 5 years of trying if you knew that on year 6 you were going to? No, you'd say, bring it on. Let me keep failing. Let's fail faster. So I don't think that failure is bad. I think if you don't have failure, you can't have success. All of your biggest success stories, your biggest moguls in business, they all failed at some point on a catastrophic level. And I believe that through the lows, there's gonna be that upswing too. This is day 5 of me not washing my hair, and I cannot be bothered doing it today because I have to do it tomorrow for a shoot. So we're dealing with it, okay? We are dealing with it. We're gonna cheat our way back to these curls. Tip number 3, hurt people hurt people. Now, that includes you. What do I mean by this? What I mean is that when you are on this journey of leveling up, when you are on this journey of putting yourself out there, of trying to become the best version of yourself. What I mean by that is, as you're on this journey of leveling up, there will be people that are gonna come for you, okay? So that might be in your own mind, that might be your inner mean girl, or it could be trolls on the internet too, or just judgy people in general. When I get comments and people are like, oh my gosh, you're a model, are you sure? Or they tell me you can fit a ship through that gap, is one that I've heard too. I laugh it off, because how sad, how hurt and angry do you need to be willing to go into someone else's page that you don't know and insult them based on what they look like? Now, if they're willing to insult you on your social platforms, or even especially to your face too, but if they're willing to do that to another person, especially someone that they don't know, what do you think is going through their head and their inner mean girl? That must be pretty brutal. That would be a really hard life to exist in. And that's what I think about when it comes to trolls, people that are just really rude or judgmental. I just think shame. Poor you. Like, your life must be so hard for you to exist. It must be so dark in that mind. You must be so mean to yourself. And that just is not a nice place for anyone to be, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So when I hear that, I think shame, poor you. Like, that's really sad. And then secondly, I just laugh it off, because at the end of the day, they're making my analytics better. So bring it on. Start the negativity, start the conversation. I don't need validation from other people to think that I'm beautiful enough to model. I do it for damn profession. That's how I pay for this house. It's not even a question of if I'm a model or not. That's not my worthiness, my enoughness is definitely not determined by some random person sitting behind a freaking keyboard, or someone that is not in my shoes or living my life or in any way, shape or form got anything to do with me. And quite frankly, their opinion is not my business. That is their own opinion, and it doesn't matter. If they choose to live a life where they are judgmental, if they choose to live a life where they want to put people down to make themselves feel better, good on you. That's fine. Let's see how great your life ends up being, yeah? Because I'm pretty certain that it's going to be shit. You're going to hate life, and I feel sorry for you for that. The things that when I was younger I was really embarrassed about, like my gap, my freckles, my big curly hair, are the things that now that I am modeling, they love. They love that I'm a curve model, that I'm not a size 8. They love that I have unique features. And all of those things that I used to get made fun of when I was little, my accent, the way that I spoke, are all the things that people hire me for now. Now they're like, wow, you're so well spoken. I love your accent. You speak so clearly. And then I get speaking gigs. Like, all of these things that people will try and put you down for that make you unique and different is literally the magic that is actually going to set you apart from the competition, that is going to make you stand out consistently. So embrace it and love on it, because that is where your superpower is. I spent too long of my life trying to fit in and realizing that by trying to fit in and belong and be like everyone else, I wasn't doing myself justice, because I wasn't. But all those insecurities are why I'm here today. It's why I get to model full time. It's why I'm able to do something that I freaking love. I get to pursue my passions and get paid for it. I just get to play dress up and get paid a shit ton of money, and I have so much fun, and I get to meet really cool people and work with really cool brands too, and take some cute photos. My life is good. You can insult it as much as you want. It's not gonna affect me, because I'm good, baby. You know, my life is fun. And finally, tip number 4. Detaching from the outcome. Now, this is a hard one, okay? This is one that is very hard to do. I get it. But at some point, you just need to detach from that outcome. You just need to let it go. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about a time that I completely detached from the outcome, probably a little too much, and it worked out perfectly. I used to be a size 6 to 8 model. I dreamt about becoming a model. I dreamt every single day. I was like, one day I'm gonna be a model, I'm gonna be a full-time model, and I tried and tried and tried, and I was signed to an agency, but it just wasn't working out. So I was like, screw this, COVID happened, I was gonna be turning 30 in a little while, and I was like, I'm gonna jump ship, I'm gonna change agencies, and also I am done trying to be something that I'm not. I am done trying to be a size 8. because that was just too hard. I had to starve myself literally and over exercise in order to keep that size. So I decided, whatever, I'm just gonna do me, and whatever is. So I ended up figuring out that my natural weight is around a size 12 to 14, which is what I am now. And I moved agencies to an agency that is all about diversity, all about size inclusivity, and is just, I was like, this sounds like something I really could be a part of. So I went over to this agency and they were like, yep, we absolutely love your look. Your size would work great for us. We get a lot of work for your size and you should come over. So I did. And I took it with a grain of salt. I was like, yeah, they're probably over delivering. They were like, oh, we are really all about like really getting to know our models, all really about getting to know our models. We really want you to be comfortable and we want you to be healthy and naturally you. We don't want to change you. We just want to get you seen. And I was like, that sounds all great, but most agencies say that and then it's not really the vibe. But they actually followed through. That is literally the vibe. I mean, I went into the agency yesterday and my meeting was only for like 30 minutes and I ended up spending like an hour and a half just hanging out with the team and just chilling. And it was so much fun. I felt like I was hanging out with girlfriends. But my point is that through self-acceptance, through understanding that I just needed to change my environment instead of changing me to try and fit the environment that I thought I should be in, and detaching from the outcome, I was like, screw this, I'm probably not even going to be modeling full-time anymore. I'll just change over, see what happens, and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. What am I gonna lose? I'm already not working as a model, so what's the worst that can happen? I continue to not work. And that was the opposite of what happened. It was crazy. Within a year, I was working full-time. And this is also throughout COVID. So I was only working with brands that had permits to be able to work in Melbourne. We were like one of the most, like second most lockdown cities in the world. And the only way to work as a model is if a company had a permit, and the only way that they could get it is like only your top businesses got permits essentially. But I was working like crazy and it was so amazing and so weird, and I just feel so blessed. And if I didn't just go for it, try again, but at the same time have no attachment, no sense of I have to do this, this is my last chance, blah blah blah, I was just like, whatever, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna be in the same situation I was or am in now, and I gave it a go, you know? I gave it a go, whatever. Yeah, so by detaching from the outcome, everything changed. And I stopped being needy. I stopped being anxious when I'd go into castings or do my castings online, because they were online back then. And I just showed up as my best self, gave it my all, shared a little bit of my energy when I was there. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm confident. I focused on me and my entire world shifted. And yours can too. If you want to be confident, if you want to show up and be the damn moment, and for people to feel that, it all starts with you. No one can tell you that you are worthy of being, doing, or having whatever it is that you are after in this world. And just remember, know that a part of you already knows that this is going to happen, okay? You have everything that you need in order to succeed, and your success is inevitable. And success is on the other side of self-acceptance and self-love, because you need to be your biggest hype girl. You need to be your #1 fan. So go out there and let that little mean girl quieten her down. She'll never completely be gone, because she'll be waiting in the background trying to, you know, trying to chime in, trying to get her moment, but push her to the side, because it is not her moment, it is yours, okay? And it's time for you, your best self, your most confident self, your most radiant self, to come out, to shine, and to take over the damn world, okay? To be the moment. So if you are a content creator, if you're looking to build your brand, if you're looking to level up in your life and to truly make some major changes and to go after some major goals, the waitlist to be the moment is open. I am so excited to get started, and we're just gonna level up on all aspects of our life, from a personal level all the way through to our home, our aspirations, and just to really go after our goals, to do it with a group of women that are so motivated and driven to do that too, and to take over the damn world, because that is the plan, okay? So thanks so much for joining me today. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, I only have like 50 subscribers, but you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. We will get there. Our success is inevitable. We just have to go after it and try. Just gotta try and try again, you know? Keep failing. That's the goal. Keep failing. See you soon. Bye.